What's up, everyone? Another video here, and today we're going to showcase one of my favorite champions that gets so underrated and gets so ripped on in this game that I think people just jump on a bandwagon with her and think she's actually bad. I use her in so many places. She has helped me complete so much content that I'd recommend, if you have her, to actually build her. So it's Narma the Returned. And first of all, I mean, sweet graphics, sweet animation, with this swirling blood around her, kind of vampiric. Reviews wise, yeah, she's getting a little bit better. We're getting, mid reviews here, but then very poor reviews down here. And quite frankly, I actually use her in a lot of this content, and she does really well. So let's break her down. What does she actually do? Has an A1, attacks one enemy one time, 40% chance of increasing the duration of 3 random debuffs by 1 turn, booked up to 60% chance. That's pretty darn decent if you think about it. So, 3 buffs every time she A1s, pair her with an ally attacker, pair her with a counter attacker, and she's constantly hitting. Put her in a relentless set. She's getting more A1s out of the cycles, and she's extending more and more and more debuffs. I actually first got her way back when I started. A couple years ago, there was an event for her where first place, you actually won a full champion. Not a frag, not a shard. It was a full-on champion for first place. And it happened twice, actually. Elder Skarg was the other one. I'm pretty sure he was actually in a champion chase or a summon rush, one of those two, whereas first place you actually won him. I got lucky. I was just starting and I was saving a lot of shards. Narma was the other one. I can't remember where she came to be, but that's where I won her for first place. I figured I was just new, didn't have any legendary champions, but for me, I still use them to this day. I actually use them together, surprisingly, on my spider team. So she's awesome. Her A2, again, attacks one enemy one time. 75 booked up to 100% chance to decrease attack for 3 turns, which is always great. But also heals all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. So the more health you can get on Narma, the better her heal. The heal increases by 2% for every poison on the boss. Or on the target, rather. So that's great. And then, of course, her A3 has that 100% chance of putting 3 5% poisons, so the big poisons, plus a poison sensitivity. So automatically there's 3 poisons plus the sensitivity on the A3, and then that A2 will heal for that additional 6%, 246 for each poison on them, plus the 15%. So it adds up. Pair her with a Calvalax, who's automatically putting 4 up on the first turn. Max out your poisons by 10. She's got a big, juicy heal that comes out of it. And then, of course, her aura is a dungeon aura by 80 accuracy. So that is her skill set. Very underrated, especially with the importance of poison and how a lot of content now needs poison. Adding that poison sensitivity to a poison kit just adds that 25 or 12,500 per poison on clan boss, for example, that is being had. That's 25% more damage per poison that you're dishing out with this. So I use Narma for the longest time in my clan boss team. It was a double man eater with Martyr, Narma, and Septimus. So Septimus also extends on his passive, 30% chance to extend all debuffs by 1 turn. So I was with that with Martyr being on the team, counter-attacking. Everyone had 1 turn, counter-attack, everyone got a 2nd turn. So we were hitting the boss 5 times per round. So every third, so we were at a 5-to-3 ratio. And between Septimus and Narma, we were extending. And at one point, I had a full poison bar with decreased defense only, full poisons. And that's where I was dishing out my damage. I was getting over 65 mil on Clan Boss with just those 3 champions. So they do come in handy. Very good. How do I have her built? I haven't really changed her build very much. As you can see, I still have her for my Clan Boss setup. I could change her because I don't use her there anymore. And go with Heart of Glory or even something over here, the increased heal. So that would be a better... Increase the value of this heal by 5%. If that's really what you want to use her for, you'd have to go HP. But because she does decrease attack and poison, I went down with the accuracy tree just to make sure we got it. I also went Cycle of Magic so that A2 or A3 came back every turn, or tick down, which did trigger quite a bit. You got to think you're hitting the boss 50 times. That's bound to proc a few times. And then of course Master Hexer to extend those poisons by a turn. So instead of having 3 turn, you automatically have 4. So and then pretty standard attack or offense down here. So that's how I had her built. I haven't really changed her, but she works. Stat wise, I went with pretty decent HP. Speed wise, again, I haven't changed her from Clan Boss. She's still at 175. I did poach a couple of pieces, but she was 100% crit rates and close to 200 crit damage, and then high accuracy as well. So that's how I had her built. Attack, you don't really need her to have attack. I did because of Clan Boss, and of course we want to maximize as much attack as we can get to get as much damage as we can get. But there you have it. I mean, if you can get a refresh accessory on, I have a lot of 4-star refresh accessories on some of my champions, just because I want it for the 5% prevent skill reuse. And so once you use a skill, it comes right back up. That's double poison or a double heal, which is amazing. Put her in a relentless set. Like I said, I haven't really changed her much. I have taken a few pieces off of her to put on other champions, but she still works the way she's at. So the main place I use her is actually Spider. Anything from 21 to 25 is where I'll use her. I have her in the lead for that 80 added accuracy, and I actually pair her with Skarg, who needs 3 debuffs in order for his nuke, because he has to hit a full 6 times to place the burn on everybody. So that's why I have Narma here. Also, she acts as a backup healer with Seal of the Drakes, who can heal the rest of the team should my shield go down. And then of course I have 2 disablers here, stunning, big shield with Miscreate Monster. The funny thing is, this is pretty much the only place I use these champions. And we'll do a quick run. Could it be faster? Yes. But, it works the way it is. So I'll actually open with the buffs up. We'll get the shield up. We'll try to get the slow up. We'll get Narma's poisons up. And then here's all the burns. And then we just take a beating. Let the burns do the damage. The boss will take a turn, but as you can see, the burns are doing the work, and that's why I have Narma here. She does A1. There we go. We increase 3 random debuffs. Of course, we have the big shield up, so wasn't too concerned. I also have Skarg in a relentless set, so he's got chances of going extra to get more burns out. And then we recycle. Boss took a turn, took a heal, but then we just do it all over again. And there you go. Minute 40. By no means slow. Could be faster. This team, as you saw towards the end, we got slow. We didn't have burns on them. We could have cut ourselves 10, 15, 20 seconds off of this run. It all comes down to RNG, but as you see, Skarg was the reason why the boss died, but the rest of the team was just built around Skarg. Narma was there for, again, the added. Without that 80 accuracy, I find that Skarg doesn't land, being a weak affinity. He doesn't land as much burn, and that's why I have her in the lead. This team works 100% of the time. I never die. It's relatively quick, and for something like Clan vs. Clan, a great team to farm with. So there you have it. There's Narma. I use her in a lot of some of the Doom Tower content, and we just reset the Doom Tower, so I can't show her on some of the higher content, but I do use her for the poisons, for the heals, and for some of the extending of the debuffs as well. She is by far much better booked. Gotta give it to that. She does take a lot of books. 16 books. I think it took me like a year and a half to book her. I took her, I had an extra book here, an extra book there, put her in. I left this. I could put her. I have the book, but I find that the 4-turn cooldown for what I need her for is actually good enough. That way, these two are both on 4-turn cooldowns, and I can make sure they're used at the same one after the other. Whereas if Weirding Dance was on a 3-turn cooldown, I would potentially be using it before my poisons, and I don't want that, right? I want the poisons out, and then I want the heal to come afterwards. So that is why I kept it at 4-turn. It's more strategic than anything. The weird thing is, if you're going to use her, you do need to AI skill her, because she will start off for whatever reason with her A2. So she will start off with the decreased attack on her auto AI rather than Toxic Trance. So just work her AI to fix that. For Clan Boss, for me, I even turn this off. If you're on a double Man-Eater unkillable team, you don't need this. So I had it off altogether. And I just went A3, A1, 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 A3. Extend, 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 poison. Extend, 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 poison. And that's it. But there you have it. By no means is she... she's amazing for Demon Lord. Definitely 5 out of 5. Dragon's Lair, great to add that poison on the boss, 5 out of 5. Faction War, she's amazing. She's the reason why I was able to kill Faction Wars and get that boss down. Minotaur, not so much. I mean, poisons do help, but there are better champions. Ice Golem, again, great. Poisons is what helps you kill Ice Golem, and then she doesn't do that much damage, so constantly extending those poisons to keep on the boss is always good. Campaign, not so much. Arena, she's actually quite good as well. If you're going to get her fast, get those poisons out on a single target. Now, in saying that, Bad Alcazar, Calvalax, there are better champions that poison better. But if you don't have them, she's a good poisoner. Get it out. She also decreases attack. I mean, like I said, there are better champions to be used there. Spider's Den, I think she is great if paired with somebody else. Fire Knight, she's all single targets, so she doesn't do very much. I would not recommend her for Fire Knight. And Hydra, I mean, this rotation for Hydra, they're almost all immune to poisons. But if we get a new rotation and they're all weak to poison, I would say why not bring her, bring an added heal, pair her with a Calvalax or a Hellier to push all the poisons back once you get poisoned, and you have her for a backup healer and an extender. So I would think Hydra, she's actually quite good. So there you have it. Again, try to build her with some speed, some accuracy, and some kind of damage. What do I have her here? I had her in crit damage again for Clan Boss. Now with the weaker attack, I can just switch that out for HP and get some better, juicier heals out of her, which I'll probably do after this video, if I have a right necklace. But there you go. She's amazing. Don't sleep on her. She's great. And there you have it. Catch you all in the next video.